Hey everybody, what's going on? Steven here with another video for my nonverbal communications class. This is Comms 4365 Section 02 Nonverbal Communication. This video is over chapters 5 and 6. Chapter 5 is physical appearance. Chapter 6 is body altercations and coverings. Both with physical appearance and body altercations, they both communicate things non-verbally. That's why they are included in the book. So let's get started with chapter 5. In chapter 5, the first section of the chapter talked about a lot about attractiveness. The book even went as far to say as whenever you engage in conversation with someone, a lot of the first kind of part of the conversation, even if you start that conversation with them or how long you stay with it, is determined a lot on if you're attracted to that person, which makes sense because if you feel more attracted to someone, you're gonna have more of a motivation to talk to them for, you're gonna be a little more excited to talk to them and even start that conversation. Later in the chapter, it talks about ads, and it says in the book that the more sex appeal that an ad has, the more positive that the product that it's selling, the outlook on it is more positive. This immediately made me think of those Hardy commercials and Carl's Jr. commercials where literally they take a black background and they just put a girl with a tiny skimpy bikini and she's just in there eating a big old burger. Because whenever companies put out commercials, they don't just put them out for no reason. They do their studies on see how audiences react with commercials and how they get their product across. It seems to me like they literally read that portion of this book and just ran with it. They just said, let's get this model and let's make her eat a burger. That's gonna be the whole commercial. So I just thought that was an interesting comparison whenever it came to this chapter. The next thing that it talked about in chapter 5 as far as physical appearance was height. Reading the height portion of this chapter, it made me feel really lucky that I'm tall. In this chapter, it said the height is related to extroversion, attractiveness, self-esteem, status, and power. And man, and pretty much being tall, pretty much the book said that being tall helps all of those attributes. It makes you more of an extrovert, it makes you more attractive, and it seems like you give off more self-esteem than shorter men. And I thought, man, that stereotype, I don't know, we gotta break that stereotype somehow because that just seems so unfair to people who are not just born taller. I don't know, but I mean, it does make sense though that even the book went into talking about the presidential elections and that from 1990 to 2000, there were so many more presidential candidates who won that were taller. So I mean, it kind of makes sense because people kind of desire taller partners, kind of find that more attractive, but somehow we got to break that stigma a little bit because I think that's a little unfair. But moving on to chapter 6. Chapter 6 is all about body altercations and coverings. This can include your hair, tattoos, piercings, beards, glasses, jewelry, stuff like that. That's what it means by body altercations. In the beginning part of the chapter, it said that few people are attracted to the plain Jane, or it said in the book, scum bum. That is something that I've done my own small research on. I like to go a long time without getting a haircut or without trimming my peach fuzz because I don't know, I like to look like a bum and then all of a sudden come daily be like, And I'll come back with the haircut and stuff, and I'll look good, and then people will notice me. They're like, "Oh shoot, okay, Steve, like, yeah, I see you." And you automatically get a lot more attention that way. And it's kind of easy to see kind of the difference night and day whenever you kind of look like a bum like I do right now, and then after you get a haircut, people kind of notice you, and I think that's kind of funny. The next thing that was on chapter 6, a lot of it, there was a whole long thing on it that was about hair only. And pretty much different hair links say, I'll put say in parentheses, different things about men. In my life, I've had a lot of different things that I've done to my hair. I've had long hair. I had a bun for a long time. Recently, I've just been rocking my hair like this, but right before this, I had blonde in my hair. And I just think that I like keeping my hair different throughout different times in my life, because I'll look at a picture of myself and I'll know exactly when that was, just because I know how my hair was. But it's just kind of, you can kind of see how people will see, like, they'll see me with the, like, whenever I had long hair, they'll think, oh man, real laid back, chill. And then now whenever I had real short hair before, like way shorter than this, people would see me and kind of think, oh, like a little more serious. So it's just kind of weird, like, how people will perceive you, even though my personality never changed. It was just my hair changing. People will pretty much change kind of me whenever they see me with different hairs, even though I was the same person the whole time. But yeah, that pretty much covers chapter 5 and 6. They were pretty interesting chapters. I like these chapters a lot. They were pretty good. But I hope everyone enjoyed my video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.